Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu, and today we're playing Cedar Forest, part 38 of the VJ scenario pack. Small bodies of water around the Cedar Forest give it a relaxing feeling. Spice it up with a thrilling feeling as well. To have at least 2,200 guests in your park at the end of October year 3 with a park rating of at least 600. It mentions thrilling, so I do wonder if that's a clue as to what the guests like. There is a scenario mode where guests like more thrilling rides. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Okay, we've got a little bit of pathing down. It's a fairly large park. Let's have a look then. We're charging for rides. We've got some transport rides. Gentle rides, not much. A couple of coasters, not great, but you know, they're easy to build and you can charge a lot for them. Some thrill rides, the water rides, and shops. You know, an okay selection. We haven't got a kiosk, but we do have that, so we can put that down for umbrellas. I think I'm going to research thrill rides to begin with. We haven't got a lot of those, and they are very easy to build and do draw in a lot of guests. I think then, looking at it, I'm going to get rid of the paths up until about maybe there. Straighten this bit off. And get rid of this bit here, bring it backwards, sort of, we've got like a path loop around this hill here, and then shops, kiosks, not kiosks, but you know, souvenir stall, ATM, that sort of thing, toilets on the corners, and fill up the inside with flat rides and whatever else we got. Yeah, it's 2,200. Shouldn't be too hard, but we are in the expert scenario, so I don't know what it's going to throw at me. October year 1, 800 guests in the park. We've got the arrow as well. So we come through the mountain. The path was already there. I am going to have a quick look underground because there is like a little ramp there. And I know from one previous scenario we did quite a while ago, which could have been a bug that has been fixed. I don't know. But there were guests falling, but that was on an up ramp. So who knows? Maybe they'll fall on the way back. That's just something to keep an eye on. Helicopter ride just there, not that popular. More than 4 intensity, 3 to 6 intensity, 1 to 8. So, you know, it's not, we haven't got guests want more intense rides because I believe that's, I can't remember, it's like 9 plus or something. So, yeah, we've got 3D cinemas just there, all set to the different film on each of them in the settings mode. You can change that. And we've got a spinning coaster just there, spinning mouse there, a couple of pirate ships. We've got river rapids there. Usually, not river rapids, river rafts. Usually quite popular, not so much in my park. And then we've got this inverted hairpin coaster just there. Good excitement on that. Good excitement on that. So we're making decent amounts of cash. We've got, it's starting to flatline, so I do worry about that. So I think that is an indicator of harder guest generation. And who knows, maybe I'll introduce some little graphics to explain it a bit better. Junior 2, so we've got a new little area here. We've got inverted vertical shuttle just there, making a ton of cash off that. Go-karts there. Virginia Reel, great stats on that. And an Enterprise there. So this gives me a nice sort of platform just along the back. Because we are, I don't know, see, it's gone up a little bit, but not much. We have got a bit of a flat line. So I do think there's harder guest generation. We are researching coasters now. We haven't got a great selection. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go into the ride designer and I'm going to design myself a junior coaster with 6+ excitement and over 2,000 feet in length, and then that'll suit the harder guess generation criteria, and then I can just sort of spam them all along the back. It's a shame, but I honestly don't see how we're going to do it otherwise. I would have liked to have continued the way I'm doing it, because I think it looks quite good, especially this little area here. But yeah, if you haven't got the ride designer, then all you need to do, just save it, save the game now, design the ride, take as long as you want, then save the ride, and then load the scenario back up. October year 2, so 1600 guests in the park, and here's my junior coaster just here, Ladybird. So it's I've added scenery as well. I didn't really need to. I figured when I was designing it I probably would for the excitement, but didn't need it. And plus it's also got the synchronization bonus as well. So I've designed it around the 4x4 path grid, so it fits neatly with, although I didn't place it down deliberately in line with the 4x4, it just worked out that way. I suppose you've got a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right. So yeah, so I've got the station on the left hand side of the first one, and that means then if you do it that way and you never go over itself, you never go to the left of it, then you can do an easy mirror mode synchronization. So yeah, it comes up. It's a bit difficult to see. I do realize that now in hindsight. So let's do the white pipe in there. So it comes up the chain left and then a little dip and back around, and then comes down. Just wait for it to come around. Down, back up over the station, a couple of little dips. So that'll add extra little drops, give it a bit more excitement. A little trick track, which works out well because when you've got it synchronized, they face each other like a high five element. And then a bit of helix spam to add a little bit of extra length, and then back under the station and then back up and around. You probably could add a second train quite easily, add a block section or whatever, but honestly, with the amount we're going to put down, we're not going to need it. So yeah, good stats on that. Charging £10 a go. So the plan is to just spam them all along. So yeah, we are getting the guests into the park. It looks like it's starting to flatline again now, so I'm going to spam them all down to here. If that's not enough, I'll just do another path loop down here and spam some more down here. But yeah, it should, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's a shame that we're having to do this, but you know, it's just one of those things, and this was probably the only decent coaster to do it with that we had unlocked. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. October year 3, almost 2,200 guests in the park. That's what we need. So we just need another 10 guests now. So span them all the way along. It wasn't quite enough, so we did the extra path loop, and then another couple just here because we got another flat line just around September there. You see, every time it's flatlined, I've spammed some more. So you know, it's dropping. The number of guests is dropping. We only need another. We've got another 2 weeks. So we're on fast forward. Let's see what happens. Oh, now it's going up. Okay, so we came in, we built all this area here. We got rid of some of the original paths, built a little path loop. It's not going up. Am I going to have to do the trick with the... Let's check. Let's double check. Make sure no one's falling through the ground, like... Because that is something that's happened before in a previous scenario. No. No, we've got the 2,200 guests, so we're fine. As long as it doesn't drop. Okay, so we did the path loop and then added rides in the middle. At the end of the first year, I sort of noticed there was a bit of a flat line in the guest numbers, which indicates harder guest generation. So for that, then what you need is a coaster over 6 excitement, over 600 meters in length, and that's just under 2,000 feet. So I always aim for about 2,000 feet, and you know you're going to be fine. So I went into the track designer and I built this junior coaster design here. It was one of the only coasters that we had available that would have been easy to do something like this. So then after that, then I just spammed it all the way along. With scenery, it was about 7,000 something. Without scenery, it would have been a lot cheaper. Yeah, so initially I was charging £10 a go, and then towards the end, then what I did was I just reduced it down to £5 a go. That way, then the guests have got a bit more money. I've got ATMs all throughout the park. It just means that you're going to get less guests leaving because they've run out of cash. And then what I've done is I've reduced the price of these now, so that's free. These coasters, the ones I built before realizing it was harder guest generation, they're all down to a £5 as well. The thrill rides, these ones, £1 each. I've left the Enterprise. Oh, there you go. There's no one on it at the moment. That's fine. No, we're at the end of the scenario. Does it really matter? Virginia Reel down to £5 as well, and the go-karts I've just left that as it is because their guests will always pay through the nose for that. But yeah, so we've done it. Again, it is a shame we have to resort to spamming, but you know, it's just a shame that we had very little choice in the coasters. So that's just something to consider when designing scenarios. You know, yeah, give people a challenge, add the extra difficulty modes and whatever, but also try and make it fun for them as well. Because in the beginning we only had 3 mouse coasters, and then if I include the Virginia Reelers one, yeah, and then we unlocked the powered mine train and the junior coaster. So you know, there's only really one choice. Don't really need to pay off the loan, but we will anyway. So we're 35 guests clear. We've got the green arrow, so we are fine. It's almost Halloween. So we're about to pass the scenario. Any second now. There you go. Stew! Awesome. So this was Cedar Forest, part 38 of the VJ Scenario Park. I've been Stu. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!